Hello, my name is David Engel with California Martial Athletics, and we're in our new gym at 1217 Polk Street in San Francisco. This is our second location that we've opened during the pandemic. We were doing outdoor classes across the street, and I saw that the building was vacant, and we talked to the landlord, and he was nice enough to let us move in, pretty much turnkey. Since we've moved in here, we have about 100 students, very consistent students, and a small fight team. And we teach about 30 classes a week between myself and my fellow business owner and instructor Joe Cherney. Our instructors are Bunkard Fapimai, Nungsiam, and Ajahn Surasut. And through them, we've been able to teach in San Francisco for the last 9 years before opening our gym 2 years ago. Our classes are group-based, but small group, so about 10 to 12 people. And through doing the small group classes, I found that progression is easily monitored and tracked by keeping things under groups of 20 as opposed to some of the big box gyms. With that, it's allowed us to develop a lot of our people into fighters, some of them doing smokers, some amateur, and we have 2 professionals in Muay Thai and MMA. All of our fighters and competition team started during group classes. So almost all of them are homegrown, and they still continue doing group classes now. When it comes to getting our competition team fights, most of the relationships I have with promoters are grown from myself and Joe from fighting. We've been competing in the Bay Area for the last 10 years, and a lot of those relationships and network and connections have stayed. I keep in contact with promoters, I go to local shows, and I usually get emails from them when they're thinking about planning an event. In terms of our most recent fight, John is competing on Lion Fight, August 27th in Boston, Massachusetts. I reached out to Scott Kent because he's fought on their shows a couple times before under his old gym before coming over to us. Luckily, he kept that relationship good, and they've been nice enough to let us on 2 cards, one during pandemic and one coming up in August. I believe the hardest part about owning a gym in America, and especially in San Francisco, is the lack of development and help that we get from our county and our city. During COVID, there were countless applications. We alone did 10. I know many other gyms did much more than we did. We received 0 funding. I don't believe that martial arts businesses are looked at seriously, and they're seen as disposable because they come and go so often. So what I've learned is to be consistent, to offer as many classes as possible, and keep a wide open schedule to better fit our students' needs and schedule. I would like to thank my instructors, first starting with Ajahn Surasut, who Joe and I started with at 13 years old. And then he gave us the instruction to move to San Francisco 10 years ago to find Bunkard Fapimai. And by finding him, we competed under Fight and Fitness, the old gym that Bunkard used to teach at. He coached me in teaching students and helped develop my game to be an instructor. So I would like to thank Bunkard as well, and all of our students that have stuck with us during the pandemic. You can find us at cma.sf on Instagram, California Martial Athletics, or just by Googling California Martial Athletics San Francisco, right in the downtown area on Polk Street.